G'day legends and welcome back to the video. We have not one but two Escort electric cars to review today, and we're going to go old versus new. Now of course this is one of the latest Ford Escort Cosworths by Escort Electric, and this is the Ford Puma. So they're not old when it comes to age and make, but they are old when it comes to the model of the car. Four-wheel drive, we're going to be on the wood-routed track. They're going to go head-to-head, and I think we'll do maybe not 3 rounds per car, but we'll do a round each, and then I think we'll take the magnets out and see what difference that makes, because these babies are both four-wheel drive. But before we do that, let's take a closer look at this one first. So let's take a closer look at the Ford Escort Cosworth by Escort Electric in the Ford livery. We don't have a fancy bit of packaging, so we can move that out of the way, which does save us, and we'll have a look at this little weapon. Now, full disclosure, I am a Ford fan. I am a Ford Escort fan, so I'm just very happy to see this available in the slot car world. But let's point out some of the finer details that I do enjoy on this little beauty. Firstly, let's go to this. It's four-wheel drive. It has got a band that drives the front tires, which hopefully this will give us a good lap time, and it is digital plug ready. So this is an analog car, but it is digital plug ready, and we do have the Ford logo etched out down the bottom. Something new that Escort Electric started doing with their latest release cars, which is cool. I think that looks good. Onto the front, we've got the Valvoline logo. Over to the rims, which is my favorite part of these cars, the Oz Racing style rim. I love that style rim. It's like a big dinner dish, even down to the point of having the Ford logo on there. Most people say the only problem with this car is it's a Ford. Now, I'm a Ford fan, so I'm going to stick up for the Ford drivers, because I think this one hopefully would do some good lap times around the track. Little silver exhaust poking out the bottom. We've got the Valvoline logo. We do have working lights front and rear, which I think is a must on all slot cars. Yes, every slot car manufacturer should be putting lights in there. That's my own opinion, but it makes it look more realistic. We do have a driver right hand side. I can drive this car without smashing and bashing. That's the side we drive on here in Australia. And we do have a co-pilot reading his notes. One thing I will point out though is we've got no detail, and sorry, a bit too close there. We've got no detail on the faces, which I'd like to see in the future. If we're going to put some figures in there, please paint the faces. And do we have any notes? I don't think we do. Maybe we need to put some notes on there too. So maybe I might take this apart in the future and do some finger painting and change that myself. But all in all, a very beautiful car. It's four-wheel driven. I'm going to open up this one to have a look inside to show you how the four-wheel drive system works. And then we'll check out the Ford Puma rally car. The screws have been removed. Let's just do a quick tear down and show you how this four-wheel drive system works. So we do have an inline motor. It's their standard Escort Electric motor, and as you can see, when we turn these back wheels, you have a belt that's running on a little pulley system. You can even pull on the belt, but don't pull too tight because it will slip on those little, I guess you'll call them pulley systems on the rear. But it is four-wheel driven, so I'm hoping that this will perform well on our track. I'm going to do 2 runs. We're going to do run with the magnet and without, because I want to see if this gets real tail happy. So we've seen the four-wheel drive system. Now let's move on to the Ford Puma. So let's take a close look at the Ford Puma Rally 1 by Escort Electric. Again, quite a basic crystal case. It is an official licensed product by Ford. That is always good to see, but bam, look at this for a livery. And straight away, you can tell it is a Red Bull car. How? Well, it's got a big Red Bull, and it pretty much says it top and bottom. Cool looking car. Now, the Puma, I think it's a car that gets slept on in the real world. Not many people that I know drive a Puma, but as a rally car, it looks good. It looks really good. Love the aggressive rear spoiler. Take a look at that. But I'm going to give kudos here to Escort Electric on the livery. We have got colors for days and details for days. And each time I look at this, I'm finding new stuff. We've got some lightning strike down there on the front splitter. We've got some lightning strike running up along the car. And if I have to do some B-roll, I will. Even to the point where it merges into like a coastal green on the rear end. A couple of things that, I guess this is a highly mass-produced toy car, but some of this grille work, if it was in the mesh style, would be good, but at least they've given you the texture, so you know it's meant to be grilling. And I think on the back here as well, you can tell that it's meant to be meshing, but look, those little details. Of course, being a highly produced toy car, this would save cost, making it look like mesh, but it's not. But overall, it is a very good looking car. Loving the rims, and I've got to give them kudos here, how small that decal is there. It says Ford and the Oz Racing, got the big brake disc, P0 tyres. We are now driving on the right-hand side this time, not the left-hand side. Do we have notes again? Let's have a quick look around. Do we have eyeballs? I'm just trying to look in there, sorry. No. So we haven't got the painted faces and we've got no notes. That needs to be changed, in my opinion. Let's flip underneath. We do have a four-wheel drive driven car like we did before. As you can see, I'm turning the back wheels and they're all turning. And we do have the Puma, and it is DPR ready. And what is DPR ready? Well, that's easy to answer. It's one of these little guys. You can grab it from the Scar Electric shop or one of your favorite hobby shops, and it simply plugs into the bottom of your car and turns it from analog to digital. Simple. With a bar magnet at the rear, which of course we're going to do a run with the magnet and a run without. So there is the Puma. Here is the Escort. It is old versus new. Now it's time to put them to the test. So let's get stuck into round one. It is new versus old. We've got the Ford Escort Cosworth, 10 laps to see how fast we can go. Both cars will be running their magnets. Of course, track is clean, tires are clean. Let's start our cut.
What did he say?
Countdown. And we are running 12.5 volts. Here we go. How fast can we go? This is the new Ford Escort livery by Scar Electric.
7.93 seconds.
7.9. Remember, we are running magnets, so these are going to be a lot faster than your non-mag cars.
Fastest lap version number 1. Lap 2, 6.67 seconds.
Already into the sixes.
Fastest lap version number 1. Lap 3, 6.56 seconds.
6.5.
Lap 4, 6.56 seconds.
We are running four-wheel drive on both cars as well.
Lap 5, 6.66 seconds.
6.66. Pretty impressive.
Lap 6, 6.76 seconds.
6.7. I'm starting to get a bit trigger happy now.
Lap 7, 6.67 seconds.
Can we get low sixes? I don't know.
Lap 8, 6.82 seconds.
Cool. Final. Oh no, we've had a stack. Final. Oh no, we've had a stack. And it was the final lap. And I think we've done a fastest lap as well. Oh no. This gives the old timer a chance. Oh, that was disgusting. Ah.
17.76 seconds.
What's the fastest lap?
Race summary. Fastest lap. Lap 9, 6.49 seconds.
6.49. So, it is now time to put the Puma to the test. So, representing the new is the Ford Puma Rally 1 by Scar Electric. Same setup, tyres are clean, we've got 11.5 volts. It is also running its original mag in the rear of it, and it is four-wheel drive. Can we beat a 6.4? Let's find out. Next we will be doing non-mag. Might change it up a little bit, see what happens with no mag in these cars. But 10 laps, can we beat a 6.4? Let's go. It's a slow first lap. The actual other one felt a little bit quicker.
Lap 1, 8.26 seconds.
8.2. Oh, we are off the pace. Come on.
Fastest lap version number 1. Lap 2, 7.03 seconds.
7 point. Oh, whoa, we're sideways.
Lap 3, 6.79 seconds.
6.7. Oh, we're in the mark.
Lap 4, 7.40 seconds.
We're just going to be a little bit smoother.
Lap 5, 6.96 seconds.
6.9. Well, the Ford Escort was a lot easier to drive, if I'm honest.
Lap 6, 7.00 seconds.
7.00. How are we going?
Lap 7, 6.86 seconds.
6.8. We're back in the sixes.
Lap 8, 7.10 seconds.
Oh, lap 8. We've got one more lap. Can we get into low sixes?
Final lap version number 6.85 seconds.
6.85. Can we get a 6.7?
6.83 seconds.
6.8. So what's our fastest lap?
Race summary. Fastest lap. Lap 3, 6.79 seconds.
6.79. So first round goes to the old, which is the Ford Escort. Now let's take the magnet out of the both of them and see how they perform any different. So after tearing the car apart and having a look at the magnet, unfortunately it is glued to the chassis.
Emotional damage.
So I didn't want to pop it out just in case I broke any plastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to now play with the controller. We know the old timer is faster. I think it was a 6.4 versus a 6.7. So we're going to give them another round of 10 each, and I'm going to play with the controller a bit to see if I can get the Puma down to the 6.4. So let's get into it. Another round of 10 each. Unfortunately, we couldn't take the mag out. Well, we could have, but I didn't want to damage anything. So let's get into it. I want to give a bit of a sensitivity and maybe a little bit of track. And let's see if we can go faster with the old timer. This already feels faster.
Lap 1, 7.44 seconds.
7.44. This already feels faster than the Puma. Such a different car to drive.
Fastest lap motion number 1. Lap 2, 6.59 seconds.
6.59.
Fastest lap motion number 1. Lap 3, 6.43 seconds.
6.43.
Fastest lap motion number 1. Lap 4, 6.39 seconds.
6.39.
Fastest lap motion number 1. Lap 5, 6.31 seconds.
6.31.
Lap 6, 6.32 seconds. Fastest lap motion number 1. Lap 7, 6.30 seconds.
6.30.
Lap 8, 6.39 seconds. Final lap motion number 1. Lap 9, 6.33 seconds.
6.33.
Lap 10, 6.49 seconds. Race summary.
Fastest lap.
Fastest lap. Lap 7, 6.30 seconds.
6.30 seconds. So the
Reset.
same deal with the Puma. I didn't even check if I could take the mag out. Of course, if this one is glued in, I'm not going to drive the other one without the mag. So let's put the Puma back on. We've got some controller adjustments now, some sensitivity and some traction. And let's see if the Puma can get faster than the 6.7, but can it touch a 6.3? Let's go.
Down started.
So here we go, last round
seconds.
of 10 for the Puma. We've got the tyres clean, the track is clean, 11.5 volts. They're both four-wheel drive, both still running the mag, and we've adjusted the controller. Let's go. This one already feels a lot slower than the old timer. A lot slower.
Lap 1, 7.89 seconds.
7.89. It's going to need something special to get into the sixes. Oh, we've
Fastest lap
spun.
motion number 1. Lap 2, 6.80 seconds.
6.80, that was our fastest last. I think we got a 6.7. This is a lot harder to drive.
Lap 3,
Fast.
9.56 seconds.
This one feels a little bit faster now.
Fastest lap motion number 1. Lap 4, 6.70 seconds.
6.70, I think that's all we've got.
Lap 5, 7.56 seconds.
Come on. It feels so much slower.
Lap 6, 6.96 seconds.
6.9. We're in the sixes, but we just can't get down to that 6.2, 6.3.
Lap 7, 6.92 seconds.
It's definitely slower than the old timer.
Lap 8, 6.73 seconds.
Come on, let's get a 6.6 at least.
Final lap motion number 1. Lap 9, 6.72 seconds.
Come on, can we get a 7.6?
Lap 10, 6.80 seconds.
Fastest lap.
Race summary. Fastest lap. Lap 4, 6.70 seconds.
6.70.
Slowest lap.
So let's wrap it up. Check out both of them side by side, and we've got to give it to the old timer. So there we have it. The win goes to the old timer, the Ford Escort Cosworth. And unfortunately, the runner-up was the Ford Puma Rally 1, which did feel a lot harder to drive fast, which is, I think, exciting. You can buy two different cars from Scale Electric, and they both perform very different. Now, both being four-wheel drive, I left the magnet in both of them. I was going to take the magnet out, but unfortunately, they are glued in, and I did not want to damage the chassis or the car itself. So fresh out of the box, a win to the Ford Escort. good luck to the Ford Puma. I might do some more head-to-heads in the future of the same make, same brand car, old versus new, this versus that. But that is a wrap. Congratulations to the Ford Escort Cosworth. Better luck next time, Puma. But as always, at That Guy on Instagram, YouTube, and all those great places, be safe, take care, support your local. Bye.